Go ahead.
No, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, well, because think about it like this. If you have like a cold one day and you sound all sexy and raspy and everything, and then your outro suddenly sounds normal again.
It'll be okay. The music will play and then people will know, oh, he feels better. The music made him feel better.
Ha, ha, ha.
Your host are Brandon Shoemaker and myself, Michael
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Because I said Shoemaker?
Yeah, it sounded weird. I'm sorry.
I'm not saying Spotify.
You said it fine just then.
Or stay.
Or stay or any other word with an S.
That's right.
It's fine. It's fine.
Don't forget to follow us on media to update it. And you'll just have to put yourself saying those words in there. Okay. Your host are Brandon You got me in my head now.
I'm sorry.
Man, come on. Your host are Brandon Shoemaker.
What?
I said Shoemaker.
Shoemaker.
Suffering succopath.
Stuck attack.
Yeah. You can email us at FromArtToAdams@gmail.com. You can email us at...
What was that?
My lip got stuck on my... It got stuck on the brace, on the bracket.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of From Art to Adams,
The Ultimate Curiosity Show.
I'm Brandon.
I'm Michael.
And this week we are diving into an interesting topic.
Well, interesting, but different for us for sure.
Yeah. Well, actually, but okay, before we dive into the topic, we need to address the elephant in the room. So you might hear a little bit of difference in Michael's voice this week. He just last week got braces.
That should be a topic in itself.
I know. Yeah, we could do a whole episode on that. So I had braces when I was a teenager for 2 to 3 years, somewhere in that neighborhood, the last few years of high school. But Michael has managed to have perfectly straight teeth up until he turned 45.
No, they're still straight. They're still straight. I'm just having issues with top teeth hitting bottom teeth in the back and chipping them. So removing my top teeth are going to be moved forward and bottom teeth are moved backwards. So that way they don't touch at all. And there's no more fear of chipping. And we are about 2.5 years away from that end goal.
Yeah.
I figured, you know what? Midlife crisis. Some people buy boats. I got braces. Why not?
I mean, probably just as expensive as a boat, but you know.
Oh, no. I mean, $8,000 is still expensive, but still not as bad as a
$8,000.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah. You don't want to know how much my braces cost.
Yeah, but that was like 20 years ago.
No, you really don't want to know how much my braces cost.
Oh, how much?
Nothing.
Oh, well, yeah, it's covered by insurance.
No. So my dentist was, he had just become, I guess,
he
certified
gave you
or whatever.
We're going to experiment on your mouth.
No. It wasn't that even. He had just gotten certified as not an ophthalmologist, orthodontist. There we go. And he told my mom, he said, I think we can correct his issues just with retainers. And he said, tell you what, we'll try the retainers. If they don't work, then I'll do his braces for free. Well, the retainers didn't work. So
he obviously didn't know you very well.
Yeah, I definitely didn't have the discipline to keep the retainers on like I should have. I mean, I did to an extent, but it's still.
I feel like a bulldog with like an underbite. Like that's how I feel right now. Like my bottom jaw's kind of sitting out like.
But that's what they're correcting though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
where most of the pain is right now. It's because these front 6 teeth, the canines.
Mm-hmm. Well, from the canines to the incisors.
Yeah. That's where they tightened up the most. Like I saw her go with the wires. I was like, oh Lord. The top, she just put the wires on right now.
Yeah.
But the ones in the front are where they're...
Well, and to be honest, they may be doing a more aggressive treatment with you since you're an adult and they assume that you're better with pain than kids are. They don't know you, clearly.
Well, also, the bottom is where I have the most room between my canines and my molars.
Yeah.
So I think that they're trying to push that forward, like all together, to pull these together.
Uh-huh.
That way they can pull these. The next round they'll start pulling these forward. I don't know.
You mean pulling the front ones back so they can pull the
hell if
back
I know.
ones forward?
I don't know. I just know that it hurts right now. That's all. I don't have the wax in.
Oh yeah. So you've got the scraping along with the tightening.
Yep. So some episodes we record over the summertime before braces, you're going to hear my voice pre-braces, and you'll hear them post-braces.
Yeah, and we just did the outros to all of the summer episodes. So if you've been listening to the outros, then you've already heard the brace effects.
Yeah. The S's are definitely something I have to focus on when I say something.
Yeah, and the SHs.
Yeah.
The shishes. Since we've mentioned the outro, though, quick plug that has been in effect since the first season.
What?
I mean, the first episode.
I was going to say, because Brandon is so excited now that we have a TikTok page.
Well, yeah, we have a TikTok page now. If you haven't checked it out already, hopefully I've got a good bit of content up there by now.
Hopefully.
Since this is before, it's weird. It's weird having to address things that will have been going on before they actually happen.
And like pre-recording stuff.
Yeah. So, hopefully by this point, there's at least 6 videos on the TikTok page.
Yeah. Good luck.
We'll
with
see. We'll see if I live up to that.
I am not against the TikTok page. I just know that we're both super busy right now.
Yeah.
And we're super busy in our lives, that keeping up with an Instagram page and a TikTok page along with our personal pages is going to be a task.
And I've found some AI tools that I'm hoping are going to make that process a little smoother and quicker. So it basically just will boil down to that. If the AI tools are as
good as they say they are.
Exactly. Yeah. So we'll see.
We'll see. Anyway, back to tattoos.
Yeah. So this week's topic is going to be about tattoos.
Yeah.
So Michael has a couple tattoos.
I just have 2.
I said a couple.
I too. Yeah, I want more.
Yeah.
So let's tell.
So
we were fleshing this episode out, and Brandon's like, no.
Yeah, Michael had a grand plan.
I did. So we were going to talk about this and like kind of go into the history of it and misconceptions and preconceived notions about people with tattoos and the science behind it. And at the very end of the episode, we were going to go get one. Because I really want another one. And he's like, I can't commit to anything.
Yeah, it's not that I have nothing against tattoos. In fact, I like tattoos on other people a lot of times, but I it's not a pain issue. I don't have an issue with the pain. It's the commitment.
I told you, get a picture of get paw prints of Lucas.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So mom's been living with us from like midsummer, and she's going to be 75 in November. And she keeps on saying these weird things, like she's messing up words. So she called Luca Lucas the other day, and we've like maintained that.
Yeah.
She said Netflix.
Yeah.
She's going to watch something on Netflix.
And then the best was when she hit 2 in one night, back to back. In fact, she was looking up some sort of makeup online, and she said, you think they'd have this stuff at Sophia?
Yeah.
We all looked at her
We're
and
like,
said,
Sephora?
Who?
And then she said something about
She said,
Ultra.
oh, yeah. If not, I bet they got it at Ultra.
At Ultra, yeah. We're like, Ulta?
And so we all died laughing, and I told her after that, I said, yeah, we could go check out Sophia and Ultra. And if they don't have it there, then we'll come back home and watch Netflix with Lucas.
Yes. Yes. So, but I told him to get a paw print of Luca.
And yeah, that is something that I would consider, but it's still just the fact that it's just always gonna be there.
So what?
Don't know.
Well, then get it where you can't see it, so you don't know it's there all the time.
Well, that's true.
Like I have one on my ankle.
Yeah.
And one on my foot.
So Michael has webbed toes.
Yeah.
And he on both feet, he has his second, not his big toe, but his second and third toes are webbed.
Yes.
And so on one, which is it? Your right toe?
Right. Yeah, it's both. Yeah. Both my right foot and my right ankle have the tattoos. Nothing on the left. I was like, leave the left alone.
Yeah.
But so like on the ankle, and we were in Tennessee. When I got the first one. It was like 2007.
Yeah.
I had decided to move back to North Carolina. We were going to move back to North Carolina.
Yeah.
And I was like, screw the rent. I'm going to get a tattoo. And I did. Like I went one day on a whim. Like it was just I woke up one day and said, I'm going to go get one.
Yeah.
And designed it and kind of put a design together and went and got one. And I didn't tell Brandon at all. So I went and told Brandon after. I was like, well, can't tell me no now. So,
but it's we'll describe it. It's a tribal band.
Well, let's just say Brandon was not exactly happy. He's like, why did you do something like that on yourself? It's permanent. I was like, duh. Yeah. So it's a tribal band on the ankle all the way wrapped around. And then in the very front, it's the Aquaman symbol, or the Aquaman A from the comic books in the early 2000s.
I was about to say, which incarnation of the Aquaman
it's the early
logo
2000s.
is it?
The problem is that it looks, to the untrained eye, it looks like the Star Trek Delta emblem.
Well, I mean, but that's also applicable.
But it's not, because that is off-centered, whereas the Aquaman A is symmetrical to the A. Anyway, so that's the first one. And the second one is on my second and third toe where they're webbed. I have a cut here sign. So it's like a dotted line between where the cut should be there and then a little scissor emblem. It's super cool.
It's quite humorous. Oh, and then tell them what you want to get on your other web toes.
So my left foot, I want to get to where they're hugging each other. It's like little cross arms where they look like they're hugging each other.
So yeah, now you see why I don't want to go get a tattoo with this man.
I mean, I wouldn't make you get anything that you wouldn't want to get. I will say Marcel has several.
Yeah.
And she has said it's addicting. And it kind of is. Like once you get over that fear of permanence, you start having fun with it.
I could see that. I know some people get kind of addicted to the pain sensation of it.
Yeah, it's like an itch.
Yeah.
Now I do like the full sleeves.
Mm-hmm.
Like the full completed, like on the arms.
Mm-hmm.
And I do like the full legs also. Like to where it looks...
It depends.
All the way filled in, like it looks like artwork on the person.
It depends. I've seen some sleeves that just look like a bunch of mishmash, and then some.
Yeah, no, you have to design it all the way through. Like I saw one that was on a guy that had like honeycomb, I guess design, but it went all the way down his arm, like the honeycomb down his arm, and then he had bees somewhere implanted. It was just really cool.
Maybe it really, I mean, yeah, it kind of goes back to like our discussions of art and stuff like that. It would have to be the right kind of, well, and I told Michael this too. I said, if I were to ever get a tattoo, not for the sake of being egotistical or anything like that, but I would have to design my own. Since I am an artist and I like art, if I were going to do it, I would have to design my own.
And I told you that's fine. They do that.
Yeah,
You should design your own.
I know, but I just, again, there's even my art pieces. Like, I mean, look at how often I rotate.
Lord,
paintings.
Please no, you get an abstract art tattoo. That would just drive me crazy.
I would, yeah. I probably
People would be like,
would.
what the is that? Anyway, so we are talking about tattoos this week. So we're talking about a couple of aspects of them.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to dive into like, how does it even work on the skin?
The science of it.
Yep. And so then on the reverse end also, how does removal of it also work? And then I think Brandon's going to dive into the history of tattooing. And then we are going to look at stereotypes and how people are perceived, those that have tattoos.
Yeah.
And then we're going to get one.
No.
It was worth a shot. It was worth a shot. I promise you, us going to go to tattoo is a lot better than a trivia segment this week.
Oh, please. Why do you hate the trivia?
We can do trivia while you're getting one.
God.
I'm just saying.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, so in the spirit of starting at the very beginning, so let's talk a little bit about the history of tattooing. So tattooing is actually an ancient art. Humans have been tattooing themselves since before recorded history. So it's kind of,
I mean, I think the first, not the first, but you know, you definitely see tattooing in ancient Egypt. And you also see it in Asian culture also.
Yeah, the earliest is in the Polynesian and Austronesian tribes, and that's also where the name tattoo comes from. It's from the Polynesian word tatau. I'm assuming I'm pronouncing that correctly. I couldn't get a pronunciation guide for that. And it was intended, the original word was intended to mimic the sound of the tapping, and so it literally translates to tap or to strike. So it's onomatopoetic. It's like onomatopoeia.
So, you're probably not going to be able to answer this, but I know like how we do it now. But I guess that would be techniques, I guess. But in the ancient techniques, was it permanent back then?
Yeah, it was essentially the same concept as what we do today. Well, okay, let me back up there for a second, because henna tattooing, which is temporary and still done today, is also an ancient custom in India. And those are temporary tattoos that fade after, I think, a few weeks. But in terms of like the permanent tattoos, yes, that's always been the goal, was permanency. And it was literally just a matter of creating the ink and dipping your little needle. They would use essentially what looked like a stick with a needle on the end of it, a very narrowly chiseled fine tip of a needle of some sort. And they would take a mallet and just tap it.
Oh my God.
Into the skin repeatedly, over and over and over, just a single little dot. And like I said, it's been since ancient times. The oldest identified mummy that had tattoos, so that they know for sure, they called Otzi the Iceman. He lived between 3350 and 3105 BC, and his remains were discovered in 1991 in the Alps. So they were discovered in the Ötztal Alps, I believe. Again, I don't have a pronunciation guide, so doing the best I can. But that's why they call him Otzi. So Otzi's body had 61 tattoos. And then in 2018, the oldest figurative tattoos, in other words, tattoos that were intended to actually look like something, that weren't just like tribal bands or shapes and things like that, those were discovered on two mummies in Egypt. And those were estimated somewhere between 3351 BC and 3017 BC. So again, we're talking an ancient practice here, originally with very rudimentary roots, but essentially the same. Even though we use different tools today, it was still the same process. You're still taking ink and puncturing it into the skin with some sort of a needle-like piercing device. So, cultures throughout the world have practiced tattooing, including China and other parts of Asia, Europe, Australia, Latin America, New Zealand, India. It's been pretty much everywhere. And like I said, the process was still essentially the same as it was then. You're pushing the pigment into the second layer of skin, not the epidermis, but the dermis.
Yes.
Yeah. So with that, why don't you talk to us a little bit about the science involved? How does it stay permanent, and how does it work, really?
Well, so like Brandon just said, I've always kind of wondered how tattoos stayed, because we know that we replace our skin cells, right? We know we replace the layers of skin over and over and over again. Mm-hmm. And it's always been something that I've been curious about as to why it stays. And then even more so now, with tattoo removals becoming more and more popular, how is it that they are removing these things?
Yeah.
So you kind of have to know. You kind of have to know a little bit about the skin itself. So like you just said, the ink itself is in the second layer of skin. We have 3 layers of skin that basically form on us. You have your epidermis, which is your outer layer of skin.
Right.
And then we have our dermis.
And now, is the epidermis mostly dead cells?
Mostly, yes.
Okay.
And then you have your dermis layer, and then you have your hypodermis, which is underneath the dermis layer. And the dermis layer is going to kind of be where, for tattooing purposes, that's where the ink is going to be deposited. So it's in that middle layer. So it's interesting how, like, when you think about the history of this kind of stuff, because they didn't know all of this back then, nor did they have the techniques and medical stuff that we do nowadays for tattoos. Yeah. But the fact that they knew to go deep enough into that second layer of skin to make it stay, like someone had to say, hey, look, we should do it deeper, Well,
yeah, that's what I was going to say. It almost sounds like one of those situations of, okay, how in the world did they discover this?
Right. It's like when you look at certain foods and you're like, who looked at that and said that would be really good in some soup?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, what is it? Menudo,
the boy band from
No, the stomach, the cow stomach. Like they put that in soups.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, like someone looked at that and said, I bet you that cow tongue looks tastes really good roasted.
Yeah.
Like, who said that?
Right.
Let's boil that whole hog's head to get that brain out and eat that cheese up.
Oh,
anyway, but someone had to look at that and say, hey, look, maybe we go a little bit deeper into the skin, it'll stay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know who these people are, and they're dead by long gone, but yeah, so it has something to do with like also the way that the immune system responds to the body. Like there's a science in the way they interact with each other. So the first thing you have to do is kind of like Brandon said, you need to get into that epidermis, the dermis layer. You have to go beyond the epidermis and go deeper into it. And so what's going on is that they're with the guns, or the tattoo guns, I guess, the needles, they're actually depositing ink into that dermis layer. And so what's going on is the needle itself is creating little small channels that draw the ink in. So the needle itself is just puncturing the skin.
Yeah.
And that's the whole point of the needle. Like that's the needle is not injecting the ink in.
Yeah.
And so what you're going to see is that they're basically taking this needle and drilling into your skin, and then they put the ink on the surface of it. And through capillary action, like the ink actually is drawn into those layers. So they're not actually injecting ink into you. They're just kind of letting it do its own thing.
Right.
Just by making holes on your skin.
Right.
Okay. And so what's happening is your immune system's going to be like, obviously we've been punctured, with the needle. So it's going to go ahead and detect or recognize the ink that's now in the skin as a foreign body. So your macrophages, which are kind of your bigger cells of the immune system, are going to come, and they're your soldiers. They're going to do their thing. You know?
Are they the ones that like envelop things, or?
Yeah, they're specialized white blood cells. And so they're going to try to engulf or digest the ink particles. The problem is that the ink particles themselves are too big.
Oh, okay.
And so they can't break it down. And so the ink, and not only that, but your failed macrophages, which are your white blood cells, they're stuck there. So that becomes part of the dermis layer. So they're trapped in there with the ink, which is now stuck in the dermis layer, which is how your long-lasting tattoos last. So basically, it's not just ink, it's dead white blood cells and ink with you. But so that's really, what's going on. It's modern day stuff, we use it as immune response to keep it in there through just basically injecting needles in and letting the ink kind of absorb into the skin and letting the body just kind of do its thing. And so, for the reversal of it, the thing they have to do is, because the ink is such large particles that the body can't absorb that.
Yeah.
The way they get the tattoos removed is to basically break down the ink into smaller particles that your body can remove, which is where that, like the tattoo light pulses, that's what they're using.
Yeah.
They're taking that intense light pulses to basically take the ink that was too large to be absorbed by the body and break it into smaller particles, tiny fragments of it, to where it can then be removed from the body naturally through the process of just the lymphatic system removing it out. So that's really, it's kind of weird, when you think about it.
It's definitely weird. But
you would think like the light's vaporizing them, and it's not. It's just simply breaking them down, and then that's why you have to do it in like stages, because you have to let that get out of your body naturally.
Okay.
So it's going to be there.
So then is that the same sort of thing that happens when you do like laser hair removal?
No, because you're killing the hair follicles.
I was about to say, it's killing
the,
okay.
Yeah. Like what you're doing with that is you're actually killing the cells that produce the hair.
Yeah.
To prevent them from producing more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or the cells of the hair follicle themselves. So I don't think, because your hair follicles, your hair is not being reabsorbed into your body to then be removed.
Right. Yeah.
But it basically has to remove the ink by just kind of the laser. It shatters the ink itself. And your body, again, engulfs these new smaller ink particles. And
which
can actually, it can go ahead and get them out of there now.
So it's still your body that actually does the removal. The laser is just
breaking it down to smaller particles. Yep.
So that it can.
It's simply a matter of filtering. Putting the tattoo on, make sure it's big enough so the body can get rid of it.
Yeah.
Getting the tattoo out of there, break the bigger particles down so the body can get rid of it.
Is it weird that the science behind it is almost making me want to get a tattoo now?
No.
I'm still not, because commitment. But
no. But I mean, that's, like I said, when you think about the history of it and stuff like that, like even 100 years ago, they didn't know that all that process was there. You know what I mean? Like,
right. That's what I'm saying. They don't know why it works.
They just know it does.
It did.
And to then be able to improve on it also. So I don't know.
Yeah, that always fascinates me, where humans have figured out how to do things, but they don't know
the whys,
why it works or anything like that, but it just does.
But so like that aspect of it, when you think about it.
Which aspect? Sorry.
Just the science aspect behind it. And not knowing really people that were, I mean, in the 1950s, you can't tell me that the people who were putting tattoos on themselves knew that that's the science and what was going on behind it, Oh,
well, of course not. The vast majority of people who are getting tattoos today don't know.
They just know it works.
Exactly.
So let's go then talk about the tattoos that get the people, the people that get tattoos.
Yeah.
So, when I think of, and this is, I guess, growing up too, tattoos were seen as something not good. They have a stereotype about them, like bad. And because you see them on people who are in jail or prisoners or bikers, like gang members and stuff like that. Like that's always been, I guess, the stereotype person who has a tattoo.
Well, and that's because there are specific, that's one of the things that I was looking at even just when I was researching the history. That's one of the things that it talked about, is that there are specific tattoos for those groups. There are prison tattoos, things like, the tears that symbolize certain things. And, often biker gangs will have a distinctive specific tattoo that their members get.
Right. No, I get that. But what I'm saying is that I guess the stereotype of the person who gets the tattoo, they've become so commonplace that you're seeing them on, I mean, and we work in the education field, but we're starting to see those on educators.
Oh, yeah, all over the place.
And we still have these rules in place that are like, you need to cover up your tattoos. Like, even when I worked for Chucky, like, if you had a visible tattoo, you had to cover that up.
Yeah.
You could not have that. And that's the stereotype of, tattoos are bad. People who have tattoos are bad people.
Yeah.
They're that stereotype still plays in, because, like, if you're working for a children's restaurant chain, Mom does definitely not want you to be serving pizza up. You know what I mean? Like, as a birthday party hostess, you weren't allowed to have a visible tattoo because the parents could be conceived or perceived as something bad. You were a bad person because you had that.
If that parent holds that opinion.
Right. Which most society still does, though.
I don't know. I wouldn't say that it's most society.
Let's say generational.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Generationally, yes, I think it would still hold that stigma, but I think especially for people of our generation and younger,
it's becoming more commonplace.
Absolutely.
Which is what, like I said, we're starting to see that more on educators nowadays.
Yeah. When you were saying that earlier, I was like, in fact, there have been a couple of the school, well, I don't know that really any of the school districts I've worked for had a rule that you had to cover them up.
The one you work for now does. It might be lax, but I know that if you look at the teacher dress code requirements, I think tattoos being visible, I think that's part of that. You can't do that.
Really?
So I'm just saying, it's a generational thing for sure.
Yeah.
And as the newer generations come into power, which they need to sooner than they are now, that's something we can agree on for sure. They're just not being seen as something bad anymore. And I guess growing up, because we're kind of like that mid generation, your millennials are kind of like that in between.
Your zennials. You said zillennials again.
Anyway, us. We're kind of in between the old guard and the new guard.
Although
like
I'll say,
sitting there now.
Although I'll say, I think Gen X was also open to tattoos and a more free approach to tattooing.
Maybe.
Because I have. Well, no, I was about to say there are, I don't know. I don't know. I just know a lot of diverse people, I guess, because there are several people that I've talked with before who were older who had tattoos. So it's kind of, I don't know. I think like definitely our parents' generation, the baby boomers, I think the probably the majority of them still had that older opinion of tattooing where it was seen as a negative.
Right.
But I mean, today, like, I mean, I don't think it's seen as negative at all.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the people who are still making the decisions on those things are still the ones that have that negative opinion on it, which is why, again, teacher dress code and professional dress codes, you're starting to see that kind of phase out.
Yeah.
Because...
Or be less enforced.
Right. Because you're starting to realize that it's not... The tattoo doesn't make the person bad.
Yeah.
You know, it's an art form. It's an expressional piece.
Yeah, definitely.
And so that's, I guess, one thing that I had to get over getting one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because, like, for us, like our generation, it was always taught that tattoos were only... You know, think about the movies that we had growing up.
Yeah.
Who wore the tattoos? You know, the kids who were in detention and the, you know what I mean? Like the think about like Crybaby. That's what it reminds me of, you know, like, they're just those, even in our films growing up, the people who had tattoos were the people who were bad.
Yeah.
And so I had to get over that fact that it wasn't a bad thing and it didn't make me a bad person.
Yeah.
And even today, like when the kids are surprised, like when you say you have a tattoo, they're like, wait, you have a tattoo? And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
But even kids nowadays, like in class, they're like surprised that when I say I have one, they're shocked. Like they're like, oh my God, you have one? I'm like, yeah, why wouldn't I?
Well, and I think too, part of that is just because they still see, well, it's because they want tattoos and they still see it as something that's sort of subversive.
Yeah.
That it's a way for them to, you know, kind of not stick it to the man, so to speak, but, you know, to buck the norm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I think, you know, people like us saying that we have them kind of like puts a chink in that armor for them a little bit. They're like, oh, well, maybe it's not as subversive as I thought.
It's like Mr.
Foltz has
That's like when you find out that your mom has Facebook and you're like, oh, getting off of this guy. Nope, getting off of him. But it just becomes more commonplace.
Yeah.
And I think, well... I guess because, again, the kids see us. It's like when they see us in the grocery store, they're kind of like, wait, you go grocery shopping? You're a real person?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm a real person, you know? One of the kids the other day was like, he said, Mr. Foltz, do you drink? And I said, everybody does. You know, like
not everybody.
Well,
and please, you like drink like once, maybe twice a year.
It doesn't matter. I still have.
Yeah.
I've only been drunk once. In my life.
You've been drunk more than
no, like throw up drunk.
Oh, well, and if you're counting that, me too, then.
Yeah, I was working in the French Quarter.
Oh.
I'm lucky I survived that night.
I was in grad school, but.
Yeah, I was like 32.
Yeah, I was in my 20s at the time, but yeah, that happened to me only once.
Later. Anyway, but yeah, so I mean, it's like, you know, oh my God, you have a tattoo? Yeah, I'm a real person. Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have one. Two, in fact. Let me show you my toes. Oh my God, I love showing it off too. They're like, that is so cool. I'm like, I know. I know. But, you know, people still carry around those stereotypes of those who have it are, you know, gang. You're affiliated with a gang, or you affiliate with a prison, or you know.
So let's jump back to sort of the science side of things for a second. What about, you know, I talked about how the rudimentary technology was done originally. So what is the technology of tattooing like today?
So, well, and so I've told you this looking at, because I got the first one in 2007.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Megan and I went and got the second ones when she was leaving in 2020. She was still here. So 2022 maybe?
Mm-hmm.
And so there's been a massive jump in technology also in that aspect of it, just in those years.
Yeah.
So I remember getting the first one. The first one was, the machine was very loud.
Yeah.
Super duper painful.
Mm-hmm.
And mind you, it was on my ankle. So it's like right there on the bone.
Yeah.
But I just remember it took longer to get that one. It's also bigger, but
a lot bigger compared to the other one.
Yeah.
We'll post pictures on the Instagram.
But and the TikTok too.
Oh, yeah. Well.
See, you already forgot it. Look at you. See? But the technology itself, I think, has changed. They've become more efficient. The machines have been, and they're not as painful, I don't think, as far as the needles are concerned. And they're definitely, the hygiene standards are definitely a lot higher than they used to be. It's more safer to get a tattoo now than it ever has been, simply because there are so many, I don't want to say restrictions, but there are so many different laws in place that govern how these places are run. And the medical aspect of it as far as safety and stuff like that. Because really, you are dealing with a biohazard. You know, you're...
Well, yeah, I mean, because, you know, you just that aspect alone, you know, you went to get a tattoo in, I don't know, probably the 80s, definitely in the 70s, I'm sure. You know, it was just, you know,
we weren't that cautious.
Hank in the tattoo shop, and you know, he just did what he did. And you know, today it's a more sterile environment.
Yes, if you get them officially. Now they still have the idiots at school that still trying to with a pen cap, you know, like,
oh God, you're
an idiot.
Lord, yeah.
But you know, that it's definitely just, it's safer to get them now.
Yeah.
If you go to I don't want to say any reputable place, but any legit tattoo place is going to have to follow law, because again, you're dealing with a biohazard of blood and stuff like that. So they're definitely clean, sterile. I mean, it's safe to get them.
Yeah. Well, and let's use that as our segue into talking about the dangers of tattooing, because, and I'll start this by saying the dangers of tattooing, if you are getting them from a professional tattoo shop that is licensed and everything, then it's much safer now than it would have been 40, 50 years ago and before.
Yeah, but you're still even coming from a place that's legit.
Infection is always going to be a risk factor.
Yes, and it's a person-by-person case, you know, because you're basically exposing the inside of your body to any kind of foreign particle that's on the surface of your skin or out in the world. And if, let's say, a bacteria gets in there, you're definitely going to get an infection, and it can definitely turn pussy and disgusting and ruin exactly what you're trying to go for. And that's where I guess the sanitation also comes in place at these places, is because they have to make sure that everything is clean, because if they are, you know, if they're sticking a needle in you that has a bacterial particle on it, they're basically injecting you with the bacteria also.
Yeah.
Which, you know, they don't want reputation on that, because that's their business model.
Well, exactly. And I'm sure there's liability there as well.
Yes. I think it'd be pretty difficult to prove, though.
Probably, yeah.
But for sure, like, they just don't want the reputation of, oh my God, that place is the one. It's like the lake that always has the the brain eating amoeba. No one wants to go swimming in that lake, you know?
Yeah.
I mean,
although it's for that reason that I'm not going swimming in any natural body of water, but I digress.
I just don't, because I don't want the turtles nipping on things they shouldn't be nipping on.
Well, that too. That's why I quit swimming in the ocean. Not turtles, but, you know, sharks and other fish that can bite.
Oh, I'm not worried about a shark bite. If I'm going to die, let me die in my bed or bitten by a shark. One of the two.
Okay, well, that's definitely a discussion for another episode sometime.
How do you want to die? But so they're safer now, you know, but like Brandon said, you do risk infection possibilities. I mean, you have to take care of it. Even once you leave, it is your responsibility to maintain the cleanliness of the space that you got it on. And
it's just like I don't have tattoos, but at the beginning of the summer, I went and I got my ears pierced for the first time. Yeah, and for some reason Michael hates that, but his tattoos he loves. Anyway, but that was another thing that, you know, I had to be mindful of, and I was quite diligent about making sure that I cleaned those twice a day and everything. And of course, you know, they didn't get infected or anything, so I did it correctly, clearly.
But I would encourage people to go get it. It's a good experience for sure.
Again, you just want to make sure you're getting it from a reputable and well-respected.
What'd you call him, Randy? Or what was his name?
Oh, Hank.
Hank, yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to get it from Hank in the back alley.
You're going to get more than just a tattoo from Hank in the back alley.
Oh, Lord.
But the only issue is, again, like Brandon's fear is commitment, because you're stuck with this thing. Well, I mean, I guess you're really not anymore with the removal process.
I mean, true, but I mean...
you still have scars on it. Like, you definitely don't just get it. It's not... You'll still see.
And the removal is definitely going to be far more expensive than the tattoo in the first place.
Far more painful, too, from what I understand.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's intense light. It's like it's intense heat. Like you're burning.
Wow. But no, like I'll have students now who will go, usually in their senior year or so, they'll go and
yeah. I was gonna say because the football players, a lot of them have tattoos on their arms and stuff like that. Like I think you get one at 16 with a parental consent.
Yeah, it varies from state to state in terms of what the laws are, but yeah, with parental consent, you can get them under 18. And I've had several students under 18 who have them, but I've had just a couple. In fact, just one this past year who he went and he got several. But I mean, I loved seeing what he had done and things like that. And they were really good. I mean, he went to, because it's just like any other art form. You want to go to an artist whose work you like and appreciate. So, it's not the sort of thing where you just want to necessarily walk in anywhere.
Yeah. And so I'll also say that I have former students that are tattoo artists.
Oh yeah. Me too.
I know Blake. I follow him on social media just to kind of see what he's doing.
Yeah, you've shown me his work before. Yeah.
Blanque.
But yeah, it's just another art form, and it's one. I mean, there are very few. As somebody who has had a lifelong love of art, there are very few art forms that I just don't like at all. So of course, tattoos. I mean, again, it's like any other art, some, yes, I love, and some I'm like, oh,
it's just subjective. Yeah, it's subjective. So now's the time of the episode where we go get one. So we're going to pause here and drive to the tattoo parlor and go get one real fast. Like, come on.
No, for one, who's paying for it? Because I sure don't have the money for it.
Your birthday's coming up. I'll buy one for you.
Oh my God, no. You said you weren't getting anything from my birthday. Absolutely not.
Oh, well, wait, hold on. So let's talk about that. So there's a show, like I know it's on the British version of MTV or something like that, where they do like the tattoo.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Like,
I saw a clip
social
of
media.
that.
Yeah, I don't ever know the show, but I know it's on social media that like
two friends will go and the one determines what kind of tattoo the other one gets, and they are
viciously brutal. Yeah, they're definitely. We should go do that.
Absolutely not.
I would pick a good one for you. Oh, let's do that. If you could pick a tattoo for me, what would it be? And if I could pick a tattoo for you, what would it be?
Oh, okay. If I could pick a tattoo, so it might sound slightly repetitious, but if I could pick a tattoo for you, I would have...
That sounds like the title of a good song. If I could pick a tattoo for you.
Yeah, write it out. That'll be our new show music. So yeah, cue theme music. If I could pick a tattoo for you, I would do the original Star Trek Delta insignia on your left chest.
Hell no, not right there. It's going to have to go right over my nipple. No way, man.
Not over the nipple.
I don't have a chest.
It.
I don't have... See, that's the issue with my tattoos. Is like, I want to have a body that's good to have it on there. That thing's going to look like a flag flying with all this fat right here on my titty. No way,
okay,
man.
Well then, so I wasn't going to say anything about that, but let's talk about that. Okay, that's another reason why I don't want a tattoo is because I'm like, I love tattoos, but on the right body.
You have to get it on a spot. Like, why do you think I picked my ankle? My ankle has been beautiful for like the past 30 years. And I've loved my toes for the past 45. So I promise you, anything is going to go where it looks good. And it looks good down there. It does not look good where fat follows.
Well, I'm not going to put a tattoo on my face, and that's what I think looks best on me. So
you can get, I've seen one that has like the DIS above the knee, DIS knee.
Disney.
Oh,
Disney. Oh God. Definitely not.
But I would never
have to
get
be in
one.
the font.
I would never. Well, it was. Dis was. Yeah. I would never get one where it looks horrible. Like that's why I don't have one on my arms yet, because I don't want the arm to be like have my wings.
Oh God, don't do that. Oh, don't do that.
See what I'm saying? Like look at that.
Oh God, do mine do that too? I don't want to know. I don't want to know if they do.
Yes, they do. Look at that.
Okay, He's talking about the flappy underarm, loose skin.
I wish that was just skin.
Oh God. Well, skin and fat, whatever.
Yeah, under your arm. So I would need to get it to where it is at a place where I don't think my body's going to grow, because I definitely don't want a tattoo where there's stretch marks in the middle of the tattoo.
Well, yeah, but here's the thing with us porkers, let's say. Like those of us that are sporting a few extra pounds, shall we say, any area is susceptible to that.
Except for your ankle.
I mean, hello, have you ever heard of cankles?
Yeah, but I don't have them. Look at mine. My legs I have little bird legs.
I mean, I don't have cankles exact.
But I have little bird legs. Like for all of my life, my little bird legs, all my fat is always maintained above my knees.
Yeah. You do have little bird legs.
I have well, my grandfather's built like this. He was like little bird legs. We look like little eggs with little string beans underneath us. Like, seriously. So I always knew my ankles and my feet were safe. Anyway, but back to our choice of if you could get one. So it would be the Star Trek emblem.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want that one.
Okay. What would you do to me?
Did I tell you where?
Yeah.
I don't know where.
Okay.
But I think it would be something to do with like the palmetto, like the tree from your South Carolina emblem or something like that. Like maybe that. Because I know you have deep roots to that area. You know?
I'm just thinking about all the frat boys that I would look just like if I did, though.
Do they have that kind?
Well, I mean, just the for South Carolinians, the palmetto and crescent moon is like, it's always been iconic. I mean, I think it's next to the Texas flag. I think it's one of the most iconic state flags that there are in the country. And but it has, over the past 10 to 15 years or so, become very much a sort of like a yuppie symbol,
a preppy.
Yeah. So now I'm sure there are thousands of frat boys that
okay.
That.
So let me pick a different one then. I'd probably get like a little Woodstock for you.
Oh,
from the Peanuts.
Okay.
I wouldn't get Snoopy because
too cliche. Well, and the white.
He's mainly just head. You know what I mean? Like he really is. Like you'd have this big Snoopy head and then this little small body. So then I'd have to get the doghouse too.
Yeah.
To get the whole effect. But if I got you like a little Woodstock, everyone would know what it was.
Yeah, and he can just kind of fly solo.
Yep. Yep. That or the Noid.
The pizza Noid?
Yeah, because you're annoying as Please, you want to give me the Star Trek symbol on my titty. Get out of here. Get out of here. I'd be like hitting my nipple going, beam me up, baby, beam me up. Look at it.
Oh my God.
Look at it moving. Look. It's like a flag.
Anyway.
So yeah, I'd get Woodstock or something like that for you.
Okay. I mean, at least, that suits me.
Or Lucas's paw print.
Quit calling him Lucas. You're going to give him
identity syndromes.
Yes.
An identity complex. Come here, Lulu.
So let's talk about some of the most popular tattoos, and again, you have the element.
Tribal bands, I think, are one of the most popular.
Yeah. And not just bands, but, different symbols and things like that. The only issue with that is that a lot of tribal bands are, here's always been my problem with the tribal band tattoos. To whatever tribe that band originated from, it has meaning, but
let me say, I don't think this tribal band has meaning behind it because it's just a generic.
How do you know that?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. You don't. So if it's an authentic tribal band, though, it has meaning to whatever tribe that is.
It doesn't.
And again, you don't know that, though. But, and meanwhile, Preston, the bodybuilder, with it around his bicep, has no clue what that tribal band means. But he got it because he thought it looked cool. And that is, and some have even spoken out about this as being cultural appropriation, which, cultural appropriation as a whole is a topic we could discuss in and of itself in an episode. But, that is one of the things that people have pushed back about.
I just thought of something too we didn't talk about.
What?
Chakotay in Star Trek had a tattoo on his face.
Yeah.
A tribal tattoo.
A tribal tattoo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that till just now when you said
symbols
that it means something.
Tattoo. Yeah. So, and some of them are like, especially with the tribal tattoos, some of them have religious significance, which leads us into one of the other most popular forms of tattoos, and that is religious tattoos. So you have lots of Christians who will get, the crosses, face of Jesus or crosses.
Or that they do like Bible verses and stuff like that in script and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just the, the not the verse, but the actual just book and chapter and verse. And like I said, some will do like full on crucifixes. I've seen, people with the Star of David who've gotten that, Jewish people who have done that and things like that. Although
I'm gonna get the Virgin Mary on me.
That's a popular one.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I never seen that on someone.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I guess heavily Catholic.
Yeah. But there are lots of different saints
Yeah, I know Hispanic
archangels.
roots have a lot of Catholicism founding, so I'm wondering if that would be like where you'd find most of that, or like rosary beads.
Oh yeah.
Put those on there.
That's
too.
really popular. Yeah, to like around your neck and hanging. Yeah, that's a popular one too. So lots of religious iconography. And then another one, kind of like what both of us have alluded to, is pop culture icons.
Yeah.
You know, cartoons are a very popular.
Comic book symbols.
Kenzie has, I almost said Kermit the Frog. No, has Winnie the Pooh on her ankle, I think.
We get Winnie the Pooh on us. That way, if we get fat, it looks like it's supposed to be there.
Oh, God. I'm not getting a tattoo.
Yes, you are.
Especially not Winnie the Pooh. I mean, he's okay.
I know what I would get a cactus on your butt because you're a pain in the.
Okay, now the only reason why I would like that is simply because it would, for me, allude to noises off. You remember that part in Act 2? So there's a scene in that play where the director accidentally sits down on a cactus backstage.
Yeah. But you could also do something theater related too.
Yeah, I could. Oh God, that's a very popular one, is drama masks.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bleh.
Well,
so cliche. That's another thing. Like I don't want something that everybody else on the planet has. Like,
well, that's
I would want something.
Would do your own.
Yeah, I would want something completely unique. Like if I want a piece of art, it's like the difference between owning a print versus owning an original. You know. But if it's going on my body, it better be an original, not a print.
Well, I mean, mine.
Well, you kind of made yours original.
The first one, yes. Yeah. The second one, I just got a picture of.
Yeah,
I saw it on social media and was like, I want that.
Right. Yeah. And again, if that's the sort of thing that you want, you know, then that's fine.
But to my second tattoo, not a lot of people have webbed toes, and it is kind of different also.
Yeah. Animals are a popular choice for tattooing, sometimes pets, but then other times just animals that people, you know, like what are they called? The ideograms? Is that it? Like it's like your personality summarized.
The ideograms?
Yeah, like,
or the idiotgrams.
Not idiot grams.
Okay, I heard idiotgrams. I had to think for a second there. I was like, okay.
Ideograms.
Yeah.
Or ideograms. I forget how it's spelled. But anyway, but that's not the right term for what I'm thinking of. But it's where it's like these 5 different animals and they're supposed to symbolize your personality type. I know one's a lion, one's a bear.
Or like astrology stuff too.
Yeah.
You know,
that too. So, you know, things like that. One that's very popular is butterflies, especially among women,
but I think that's because of what the butterfly symbolizes itself.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Why don't you talk about that?
Well, I don't know what it symbolizes.
Oh, neither do I. That's why I was asking.
I mean, like, I know cardinals represent, like, you know, loved ones past and stuff like that.
Yeah, returning. No, butterflies. So, yeah, butterflies represent transformation.
Okay.
And so, yeah, that's one that is frequently popular. It's another one that's also very cliche.
Yeah, for sure.
So nothing that's on the popular list is something that I would want. One of the most popular in I'd say probably the first half of the 20th century, and it's obvious of who it's for and or representing, and that would be an anchor.
Oh.
You know, that's the stereotypical sailor tattoo, which surprisingly my dad never had. Although my dad didn't have any tattoos, so I don't think he would have gone for anything like that. Yeah. But then the other nautical tattoos, like the compass rose is a popular one as well.
So I just thought about that too. Like, I forgot to bring this up. I don't even know how to segue into this, but you know, the tattoo is really, like you were saying, it's artwork, right?
Yeah.
Did I send you that thing about the company that is now taking the tattoos, like the skin
after they're dead?
Yes, did I send you that?
You told me about it.
Okay, so this is a new thing too, where it's coming out to where, like, there's a company that will send a kit or something like that
you and preserve you.
Yes, they take your skin, the tattoo skin.
Yeah.
And then they preserve it, and then they frame it somehow to where it becomes a piece of artwork that you can hang on your wall.
It kind of sounds like Buffalo Bill's workshop.
But you know that, is it Cassandra that's on Doctor Who, the skin?
Oh, yeah.
That's what that reminds me of. Like, I could just imagine that.
Yeah. No, we're not doing that to you.
Well, you wouldn't be able to. I mean, I definitely don't want the skin of my ankle coming off. Although that would be kind of cool. It'd be like a long one.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't.
But like I always told Thomas, like if I ever get found out somewhere dead, they could definitely find me from my toes.
Oh yeah,
from the tattoo on my toes. So, but it's just there's a company that does that. They will send a kit to the funeral home, and that kit then teaches them how to preserve the skin itself.
So the funeral home has to actually do the cutting and everything?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I bet I'd love to see the mortician's reaction to that kit coming in the mail like, oh, I never signed up for this.
I mean, and so then they take that preserved skin and then they do something with it and it preserves the tattoo.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
Especially if you get like a tattoo that means something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but if it means something to you, you're dead. So
yeah, but if it's like your family member's name or something like that, or
yeah, I could maybe
or
see
an unexpected death.
Yeah.
Anyway, so back to popular tattoos.
The one thing that's getting more popular today is the full body tattooing, which going back to the history of it, I know, but going back to the history of it, that too has been around since the ancient times. The the Polynesians would sometimes do full body tattooing where it was all over.
Okay. There are certain things that should be tattooed and certain things should not be tattooed. And we'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
Certain parts of your body.
Well, I mean, now I will say though, like I've seen the meme and I have to agree with it. Like I think Post Malone is a very attractive man, but with the tattooing, his face looks like that desk in detention from middle school.
God.
That's what you haven't seen that meme?
No.
Yeah. It says Post Malone's face starting to look like that desk from detention in middle school. But I agree. I think and not to say that all face tattoos would be out the window. I mean, I would prefer against it personally. But, if you're going to do something like a face tattoo, I would like for it to be coordinated.
Yeah.
But when it's just randomly across here and some initials here and more stuff up here, it starts to look like somebody just scribbled all over your face.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Or like you fell asleep with your arm on your forehead and you come up and there's like the reflection of your ink.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a bit much for me. Or like you fell asleep and your best friends got Sharpie and
you were the first one sleeping at the party.
The party, yeah.
First one passed out.
So yeah, I think sometimes it goes to extremes.
So anyway, final thoughts on tattoos. I say get one. I say enjoy the process and own it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say there are a ton of tattoo artists out there that can do some really cool stuff.
Yeah.
I would say consult those people and let them design something for you. If you're not willing to design something for yourself, let them design something for you. Trust their artwork, but you definitely want to research and find a good artist.
Yeah.
Because you really are going to be stuck with their artwork for the rest of your life.
Yeah. It's just like if you were going to commission somebody to paint. I was going to say to do a painting for your living room, but that's if you were going to commission somebody to do a mural in your living room.
Yeah.
Because that's more permanent.
or like, like seriously, like do your research. Like when you're getting married, like big events like that. I almost said funeral too, because it's going to stick with you forever. Whatever happens on that day is going to stick with you forever.
Right. Yeah.
Make sure that it's someone that you've researched and gotten,
has good reviews on Yelp.
That's right. You definitely don't want the Texas flag 1-star review.
No. Yeah.
So, but I, after getting them, don't have a negative impression of people who have them either now. That has changed for me.
Did you have a negative impression of people who had tattoos before?
Not a negative impression, but I think that I saw people that had them as those types of people.
Yeah, you had a preconceived notion about them.
Yes.
Yeah.
And because I have one, too, and Marcel has them, and more and more people that I respect are starting to get them and have them. That has changed for me. Yeah. That's evolved. So cool. What are your thoughts on it?
So again, I have nothing against tattooing. I greatly enjoy tattoos on the right people and in the right places, I guess you could say. It's just like any other aesthetic. You're going to have opinions on it, and
it's like a haircut.
Yeah, it's all about, ultimately it should matter to the person with the tattoo if they're happy with it or not, not anybody else. And so for me, I think not only is it a matter of commitment, but also trust issues. Like, okay, yeah, I know you've done all this good work and stuff like that, but what happens if I were to like flinch involuntarily or something? Is that going to mess you up? And am I going to have like an eyebrow across a nose or something like that? So things like that go through my head. But for me personally, it's not because I am afraid I would be seen differently, and it's not because I wouldn't want one. It's just simply, I just don't know of anything. I remember once my friend Rainey, who has several tattoos, kind of had this same debate with me, and he said, not even, you used Luca as an example. He said, not even your mom. And I was like, oh, definitely not my mom, because she would not have approved of it in the first place. So, there's a little bit of that still in my head, but that's not my primary reason.
Why wouldn't your mom have approved?
Because to her, tattoos would have been seen as trashy,
something that gang members and that pirates and bikers get, and not just a regular person. So she had that preconceived note, that that
preconceived notion,
right?
Yeah. So like I said, that's not the reason why I wouldn't get one today, though. That's just
okay.
Something.
Well, Luca approves. This tattoo has been approved by Luca.
But yeah, I can't, there's nothing that I can see myself committing to on my body. And again, like I said, if I were like a gym bro that looked ripped and everything like that, it would be a different story. 100%, without question. If I were to get a tattoo, it would be with the intention of people seeing it.
But you just said tattoos are for the people who get them,
right?
For that person.
But I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying for me though,
it wouldn't be for you; it'd be for other people.
No. I'm saying for me, it wouldn't just be about something that I would be seeing, but it would be something that other people would be seeing too.
You'd want a tattoo to show off.
I would want, not necessarily, I would, if you get a tattoo, you want other people to see it, right? I wouldn't want, when you got those, how many people just say, hey, look at my new tattoo?
Oh, why do you think I wear flip-flops all the time?
Exactly. So,
but I got these from me, not for
I
me.
get that, and I'm not saying I would,
because I have sexy ankles.
Okay, if I had a sexy something on me, then maybe I would be inclined to tattoo it.
Well, then your brain is sexy, so that you should tattoo your brain.
Yeah,
like,
sure.
Get something behind your ear, maybe. Just something for you.
Ew, no, that would not look good. And I wouldn't.
You should get a rainbow bright star.
Why in God's name would I do that?
Or get like a Care Bear heart on your butt.
That
would be so cool. I would do that.
No.
And it's got to be in the Care Bear. I would do that.
No,
I would
my
so
butt
do that.
Definitely does not look good enough to sport a tattoo.
I got one, but I would so do that anyway.
You got one?
No, I don't have one.
Oh.
Not a tattoo. I don't
said
have a butt.
I got one.
I don't have one. Not a tattoo, but I don't have a butt. It'd be like a tattoo on a board.
Yeah.
I would get one.
A butt tattoo.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Especially the I'm telling you, the Care Bear heart with the Care Bear logo in the middle of the heart.
Well, you knock yourself out and tell Thomas to enjoy. But
my goal is to get him to get one. He's like, no. I said, Thomas, just get a book.
Well, now, but he's afraid of the pain, though, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Which, and again, if that's your reason for not getting tattooed, hey, you do you. But like I said, for me, I
think, well, really fast, I think Thomas should get like ... because the boy never stops. He just goes on and on and on.
It's always an incomplete thought.
Yes. And that's something that's really easy for him. He can get ... right there.
Yeah. That's one of those tattoos you'd have to explain all the time.
And I guarantee you, he would explain to everybody that asks about it.
So it's because my husband says I never shut up. And so he said that I should get an ellipsis on my wrist. And
and therefore, I'm going to explain to everybody and going to continue on and on and on and on and on.
But yeah, no, getting back to my final thoughts, I think they're great. If you want to do that, that's awesome. But I mean, I think everybody has to respect the fact that there are some people like myself who just don't want them for whatever their reasons may be.
I'll respect you, but I'll disagree with you. I think I can get Andy on board Team Tattoo.
Well, yeah, because she has tattoos too.
Right. So I can get her to gang up on you.
No, she's the one who convinced me to pull the trigger on the ears, though.
Okay, so then she can convince you with my encouragement to pull the trigger on the ink.
No, I'm saying that's as far as I was willing to go.
Oh, okay. We'll go further. Don't worry about that.
No.
I'll get you drunk one night.
Again, we just said how neither of us have ever been that drunk.
I have never wanted to be, but I will get. Well, let's not forget Red Lobster margaritas.
I can't help it. I'm a lightweight.
I mean, you had 2 of those things, and you were like,
no, it was 3 or 2.5.
No, but they were huge, though.
They were, yeah.
Okay, but yeah.
He just kept Okay, let's clarify. Okay, so Homeboy was looking for a good review. Like literally, he was telling us that their management is looking for reviews. Oh God, I never did give him a review.
We did. And look, let's just say that even if he didn't say that, he was definitely an excellent waiter.
Yeah. Drinks aside, he was a great server. He did a great job. But yeah, no, as I'm sure what he saw as a part of helping that out, he was giving me free refills on my margarita. And I'm the type of person who feels like if you give me something, I am then obligated to accept it and finish it, essentially.
Yeah.
And I wound up with like 3 or 4 margaritas because he gave us in a to-go cup.
Yeah, we were walking around Target.
Lowe's.
We lost you in Lowe's. That's right. We lost you. We went looking for that umbrella.
I literally had to stop at one point and just sort of rest against the clearance rack back by the bathrooms.
Yeah, I sent Thomas down there to get you.
Yeah. Thomas came and found me. Well, that was because y'all disappeared on me.
We were looking for something in particular, and you just kept on walking.
No, I stayed in one spot, and then y'all just disappeared. And so then I started looking for y'all. But in my inebriated state, I could not find you.
Oh, yeah, you were laughing there the whole night. Because remember in the parking lot, we had said something funny even walking in, and you just started dying laughing.
Oh.
I forget what it was. I'm sure it was something bad, but
I don't remember much.
Anyway, so that's 2 times.
Well, no, that was not. I mean, yeah, I've been
you
like
weren't,
that.
You weren't pukey drunk.
No, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. No, that was only once.
Okay, so let's go into trivia.
Yeah. All right, so I've bought a new book.
What's the Best Trivia Book by Lewis Richards. And I want to just tell you, like looking at this, I'm not going to be able to read the answers because they're so small. And I don't have my glasses with me, and it's like light print, like it's not bolded at all.
They are. Do you want me to grab my dad's readers out of the box next to you? Okay.
Yes, please.
Hang on.
I probably need to light too. It's 12 different categories: geography, entertainment, nature and science, history, sports, movies, music, animals, people and places, art and literature, and religion and mythology.
Yeah. So a lot more variety than just the Trivial Pursuit book had.
Yes. So what category do you want?
Let me go with entertainment.
Okay.
These are, I looked at just like the early pages and I was like, these are pretty hard.
Yeah. So, and it looks like there are like 5 questions. It's broken down into 5 questions and there's like different quizzes based on that. So I'm just going to pick one.
Okay.
You sure you want this?
No, like I said, they're hard.
This is going to be quiz 6. So question 26 through 30. This, actually, I think you'll be pretty okay. I think the first one you'll struggle with. Everything else I think is pretty easy on this one.
Okay.
All right, question 1. Where does Gonzo from The Muppet Show come from?
Oh, that is a tough one. I want to say, isn't he actually an alien?
Yeah, and it's...
yeah.
You would think very specifically. It's not. It's just some generic. It's not generic. It's just very basic where he's from.
Oh, is he like from Jupiter or something?
No, that's too specific.
Oh, too specific. Oh, he's from another planet.
That's too specific too.
Oh, he's from outer space.
That's it. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I knew he was.
I was expecting a specific place, and then I read the answer. I was like, oh wait, this is stupid. Who was the founder and leader of the X-Men?
Oh, Dr. Charles Xavier.
Okay. Name the group of heroes led by Dick Grayson.
Oh, Teen Titans.
No.
Oh, by Dick Grayson.
It's just Titans.
Oh, just Titans?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, why? Was Teen Titans a different...
In the 70s it was, and then they evolved. They're just Titans now. They're not teens anymore.
No, well, because they've finally grown up.
Yes. Which series from the 2000s featured the characters Sheldon and Leonard?
Oh, Big Bang Theory.
And who was the villain in the Super Mario Brothers games?
Bowser?
Yeah, it is easy.
Yeah, I could. That was okay.
You want a harder one?
I guess.
Okay, these are harder. To which elementary school did the TV's Brady Bunch go to? Yeah.
I don't want it.
Yeah.
I have no clue.
Dixie Canyon Elementary.
Mm.
What does the statue of Oscar stand on?
What statue? Oh, the
Oscar itself.
The
Like,
Oscar.
what does he stand on?
A pedestal.
No. It's a reel of film.
Oh, I've never known that.
What is the name of the cloud-riding, glasses-wearing Koopa in the Super Mario Brothers series?
The name?
The name of the cloud-riding, glasses-wearing Koopa.
I remember seeing it at some point when I was a kid, but I don't remember what it was.
Lakitu, Lakitu.
Okay. I know they all have names.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't remember any of them.
Name the British game known as checkers in the United States.
Oh, I've heard this before, but I don't remember what it is. Is it something? Is it an and in there? Something and something?
No.
Oh, what is it?
Draughts. Draught.
Drafts.
Yeah.
Drafts. Okay.
Originally, Nintendo sold what products?
Oh, because they're an old company. Mm-hmm. I just saw this the other day on some video I was watching, and I cannot for the life of me remember. I want to say tires. That's not it either.
Who was Tires? I know what your video you're talking about. I forget who Tires was.
Yeah, I don't remember. What was it?
Playing cards.
Playing cards. Okay.
Yeah.
It was still game. All right. What category do you want?
I'm afraid.
I know, right?
Because I definitely don't want to pick nature and science and get him wrong. I'm like, what kind of teacher is he? Go with, let's go with sports. I ain't going to get none of those, right? So that's expected. No, let's not go with sports. No. What is wrong with you? People and places. Animals.
Yes. Okay, animals. What cartoon family had a pet named Dino?
Oh, the Flintstones.
What color are the spots on a common ladybug?
Black.
Mm-hmm. Number 3, what mammals use echolocation to fly?
Bats?
Yep. Which sea creature has the largest brain?
The blue whale.
Nope. You're close. It is a whale.
The orca.
Nope.
Oh.
The sperm whale.
Oh.
They got them big heads.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Number 5, what was the name of the first dog in outer space?
Latke?
Oh, you're so close.
Nikita?
What? Freezing. Boiling hot to freezing.
No, what is it?
Laika,
the
Russian space dog.
Yeah, okay. Pick like quiz 8. See if those are harder.
Okay, quiz 8. Maybe. Which ant has the most painful sting?
Oh, a fire ant.
Oh, that's quiz 5. Sorry. I was like, okay, hold on. Now I'm at the point where I need the light.
See? It's not you need readers, you need the light.
No, it is not. I've never heard of this.
What is it?
The bullet ant.
The bullet?
Bullet, as in like what you fire from a gun.
Okay.
Number 2, what kind of animal produces the substance gossamer?
Okay, let's go back to quiz 1. What is it?
The spider.
Is it a webbing?
I guess so. That's gossamer. Yeah. I've heard of gossamer wings, but I didn't know that was. Well, this is. What's the largest mammal in the world?
The blue whale.
Yes. Number 4.
I knew he was going to come in somewhere.
Number 4. What is the largest deer species?
Well, I don't know. Like an elk?
Oh. No. Close.
White-tailed deer?
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know.
The moose.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say caribou, but.
Oh, yeah. That would have been really close. All right. And number 5. What animal is used in the Toys R Us logo?
Oh, it's a giraffe.
Yes.
Jeffrey.
I was about to say, what's his name, though?
Jeffrey with a G.
All right. Well, that's fun. That's okay. Well, that's good. It's
better than what we were using with before.
Not just a walk in the park. I'll say that, but
nope. It's a challenging thing. Finally.
Yeah. All right. Well, that does it for this week's episode of From Art to Atoms,
the Ultimate Curiosity Show.
Thanks for listening, and be sure to tune in again next week.
Yay, us.
Bye.
Bye. You've been listening to From Art to Atoms, the Ultimate Curiosity Show, episode number 36. Your hosts are Brandon Shoemaker and myself, Michael Fultz. The show is produced by Brandon Shoemaker and is available on Apple Podcast, Spotify, Amazon Music, or wherever you get your podcast. Be sure to subscribe to the show to stay up to date on all of our latest episodes and news. If you have any questions, feedback, or suggested topics you'd like for us to dive into, don't hesitate to reach out. You can email us at FromArtToAtoms@gmail.com. We would love to hear from our listeners, and we value your input. Don't forget to follow us on social media to stay updated on upcoming episodes and behind-the-scenes content. You can find us on Instagram and YouTube at From Art to Atoms, as well as now on TikTok at _From Art to Atoms. If you enjoyed today's episode, please take a moment to rate and review us on your favorite podcast platform. Your support helps us reach even more interested minds like yours. Thanks for tuning in, and stay curious, everyone.